Good morning. This is the morning after the first ayahuasca ceremony. Going to create at least a couple of short videos, short, so that I can upload them without too much challenge. So yesterday, 8 p.m., we started the ayahuasca ceremony. Finished at 6:45 this morning. Just a beautiful ceremony, just like full of ancient ceremony in a Colombian and Amazonian way. Really, really beautiful, really very special environment, with the shaman and his team, I guess, and then all of us. So we started drinking ayahuasca at about 8, and through the night I had three drinks. Purged 5 times, 8 times, if I'm in both directions. Lots of purging, and the purging is exhausting, but supposed to be releasing whatever I'm carrying, releasing stress, trauma, judgment, conditioning, just releasing shit. And then the other part of the ceremony really is then to sink in and see what arises. And for me, it wasn't so much about what happened in the ceremony, it's the processing I've done since the ceremony. Done some processing in a group, I've done some processing on my own, and what it seemed to have done for me is create a profound environment to reflect and contemplate deeply on certain matters. Like, life is so fast and so busy, and even when we do take time out, we're very immersed in the rational mind. But this whole process takes us out of that into a deeper place, into a greater awareness of what's going on, and picking up more extrasensory sort of awareness, and then some profound and deep reflections seem to then be able to arise beyond what I've experienced with any other means. And I'll share a bit more about that in the next video. One of my biggest areas of contemplation last night and this morning is the interconnectedness of everything. I had some real sort of deeper understanding of the fact that everything is connected. So the earth is part of the universe, which is part of the cosmos. And everything on the earth is interconnected, it's all working together. The tree behind me is an individual tree, but it's there and it's feeding other things through the soil and through its leaves and through the seeds, the insects in the soil and the mycelium network and the connection between its roots and the other trees. Everything's deeply connected. And yet most of my life I've spent it being very independent and very individual. And through the ceremony last night and through my reading about the Kogi tribe, I'm just getting a more profound awareness of the interconnectedness of everything. The energy I give off, the actions I take, the people I speak to, the way I speak to people, what I do in my life, what I do here in the next 2 weeks, how I am. Everything is connected to everybody and everything else. Now, you might say, well, yeah, of course, yeah, of course. But what I'm experiencing for myself is some deeper I mean, I know that myself, of course I do. But I'm getting some deeper reflection around this that has me reflect more on who I am, how I am, what I do, how I show up. Yeah. The other element of this is, I guess the other element of this is the planet and how we treat the planet, and the Kogi tribe are amazing for this. Is they're very, very aware of their actions and the impact it has on anything. So before they build a tree, they have to get permission. Build a house. It has to be considered for the impact that it's going to have on anything else around it. And I don't know quite what I'm going to do with this yet. Yeah, very aware of having flown here and the impact of a flight, for example. But just an increasing awareness of my footprint. And if we all had this awareness, what that would do for the consideration we'd place before we built a house or built a dam or went to war or took our holidays, all over the place. Yeah, I think that's it for this little video. Hope you get some sense of, I guess there's just hanging out in nature as well. I mean, we know that when we hang out in nature, we feel an energy, we feel a connection. And for the last 4 days, I've been dwelling on that and sitting in it and experiencing it. Thank you for your time. Over and out. One last video. We just spent, there were 4 of us that got together and had a little reflection session after the Ayahuasca ceremony. And what's interesting for me is that my experience of the Ayahuasca ceremony itself in some ways was a little underwhelming. I sort of left it going, is that it? But it's been the contemplation and the conversation that's happened since that is where the magic seems to happen. It's like the ceremony created a really profound contemplative environment for reflection and for conversation. And it's been mind-blowing. It's been mind-blowing, the sharing and the insights that I and others have had. And that's, for me, what this juice is about, is like taking time out and indulgently coming the other side of the world for this, for a whole 2 weeks. It's about stopping. It's about deeper questioning as to what we're doing and why and how. And yeah, life's so busy. If we don't do this, stopping in whatever form, then life races us by and we carry on doing or being the same way we've always done and the way we've always been. And then there's something extra special. This is not just a, yeah, take time out, stop, pause. Yeah, of course we can do that. But there's something about the uniqueness of plant medicine like ayahuasca that does something to the mind that enables a reflection, a perception that wouldn't be occurring otherwise.